Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit, and in the green, welcome to my brand new project, Bomberman 64, a game which has been part of my life for over 20 years. It's been around since my brother picked it up secondhand for $20. He says it's the best $20 he ever spent, and I would agree with him. While the single player, which we will be focusing on, is hit and miss for many people, the multiplayer, which I hope to show off on the Nintendo 64, is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if I can show it off on the Wii U Virtual Console, which is where I'm playing this, because I'm not sure about multiplayer and I don't think you can use custom parts. But if I can record from the Nintendo 64, we'll be showing those shenanigans we've been enjoying for years. Anyway, let's get on into the adventure. I've been messing around doing little bits of practice on the first stages, so I know what I'm doing, to a degree. How I'm going to play this is as follows. I will show you how to beat the level under the target time. Then I'll take on the fight that follows the level, because there's a main exploratory level, there's a battle, then another exploration level, then the boss battle of a world. So I'll be doing it like that, and I will also have episodes which are dedicated to showing off how you get the other gold cards. Every exploration level has a requirement of defeating 30 enemies for one of the gold cards. So without further ado, let's get rolling. Mysterious troops with awesome Kamina-style sunglasses appear out of nowhere. And at the command of these mysterious figures, the energy is drained from the land itself. You will actually recognize this location in due time. All the energy is absorbed into the mysterious Omni Cube. Mission complete. Great job! Well, we've certainly cleaned up this planet. What's our next target? We turn around. The destination is Planet Bomber. Conveniently shaped like our hero's face, with a moon providing the little bobble. And you can assume those star-shaped areas are lands which have been conquered and shackled to this mysterious spaceship. And look at that painted background. It's not exactly the most convincing effect, is it? But lasers sweep from the fortress. And somebody just takes a dive. The peaceful life of Planet Bomber has been shattered by lasers, and a mysterious Birdman appears. Do you plan to defeat them? Then I'll let you in on a secret. I've got a bone to pick with them. Because of the force field, there's no way you'll be able to get near, let alone get in, the central base. But if you destroy the 4 anchors to the base, the field will be deactivated, and you can destroy the base from within. It's asking too much to have you go alone, so I'll give you a hand. Our mysterious Birdman flies off, and Bomberman runs into action. So here are our 4 worlds: the ruins-like Green Garden, the beautiful water-based Blue Resort, the volcanic Red Mountain, the snowy White Glacier, and up above us is that central base, Black Fortress. Let's begin with our first level. The entrance to the ruins. Stage 1, Untouchable Treasure. I'm here to help, just like I promised. First, I need to teach you some basic moves. Move the control stick a little to walk, and a lot to run. Keep in mind that you should walk when you're in closed-in dangerous areas, but feel free to run in open, safe areas. Press the A button to set a bomb. The bomb will soon explode. Move away from the bomb so you don't get burned. A pot or a block can be destroyed with an explosion. Items may appear from a destroyed object, so blow up as many objects as you can. When you find a suspicious area, set a bomb there or stand on top of it. It could be a special switch. There is a large red gem in this ruin which is protected by a magical barrier. Step on the 4 switches to release the barrier. That's it for now. You can talk to me by pressing the B button. My name is Sirius, a name you should remember. So, we have advice from our mysterious helper, but I'm not going to grab too many items just yet. If you want a tip, when you're kicking bombs, press the A button. We're going to have to go a little further. When kicking bombs, press the A button to drop a bomb, then A to kick it again. Press the R button and you'll stop the bomb in place. If we rotate the control stick, we've found one of the switches we need in order to break through that magical barrier. There are 2 in each area. In order to get the regular gold cards in this stage, we must get hold of power bombs. Power bombs are the only ones which can destroy those blue pillars. Let's talk to Sirius. Hi Bomberman, this time I'm going to teach you how to lift and throw. Use the B button to lift, press the B button again to throw. There are 3 distances you can throw, which are determined by the amount of pressure you apply to the control stick. Hit enemies with a bomb to knock them unconscious. Unconscious enemies can be picked up and thrown. A tough enemy can be knocked unconscious, picked up and thrown into another area. Oops, I forgot to mention. Use the C buttons to change the camera angle even while the game is paused. And he just drops down over here. Let's talk to him again. I'm going to teach you how to use the most important and powerful technique, the pumped bomb. Pick up the bomb and repeatedly press the A button. When the bomb starts to shine, it's completely pumped up. A use for the pump bomb is... By the way, did you notice the sound this blue column makes when you hit it with an explosion? Objects come in 3 strengths. You can destroy them with a bomb, a pumped bomb, or a power bomb. Think of that sound as a sign that your bomb cannot destroy the object and you'll need a more powerful bomb. The support of this bridge can be destroyed with a pumped bomb. Give it a try. Another use for the pump bomb is... An enemy with a high HP can be squashed with a pumped bomb. The pump bomb has more firepower and causes more damage. It will be useful when battling a boss. Master this technique. So we quickly head through here and step on the switch. Now, advice from Sirius is probably going to take up a fair chunk of this first episode. Let's drop a bomb here. Stand safely away because almost everyone who has played a Bomberman game has blown themselves up playing a Bomberman game. It's one of the constants in life, basically. If you have managed to play Bomberman games frequently and not accidentally blown yourself up once, I'm impressed. So that sort of wind-like symbol you can see up there, the blue one, that's a warp which we need to take in order to get the power bombs. We'll do that later. We have shattered the magical barrier. And this will allow us to complete the level. The levels can generally be finished very quickly if you know what you're doing. So we have the time-based gold card, and we autosave. Let's get on to the next level, which is the first of our one-on-one battles. It's a training fight with Sirius. Now, let's see how strong you've become. So, we still question Sirius's motives. We have to hit him with a regular explosion first. This gets us a gold card. Bosses will also wind up dropping hearts when they're hit. Use those to your advantage. You can't fall off the edge of this arena. Now, we have to make sure we hit Sirius on the head with a pumped bomb. That nets us another gold card. Hit him with a regular bomb, hit him with a pumped bomb, stun him with a pumped bomb, and defeat him. Better than I expected. Keep fighting like that and you should be able to defeat them. Good luck! So, that has pretty much blitzed through the first couple of levels in Bomberman 64. I think I'll probably keep it to just a couple of levels because it might take me a little while to get all the gold cards. Our third level is next, but I think I'm going to cut to finding those gold cards back in stage 1. We'll add that in, I will post-commentate that, and that will wrap up the episode. So, without further ado, let's get gold card hunting. When you're hunting the gold cards, it's important to grab remote bombs and sometimes power bombs. Now the power bombs in Untouchable Treasure are a doozy to get. Probably one of the most frustrating occasions you'll have to do it. There's a warp up here, you will need the remote bombs to get in there, and then you have to do some complex moves to actually get the power bombs. A bit fiddly, but once we get them, we're set. Anyway, these post-commentary sections will be a good opportunity for me to actually discuss the game. We got this 20 years ago. My brother picked it up secondhand for $20. He says it's the best $20 he ever spent, and I'm inclined to agree with him. We have had so much fun with this game over the years. The multiplayer has been just crazy. There are so many great events, we honestly couldn't remember them all. One of the events that does stick in my memory was an occasion on one of the unlockable stages where I'd managed to blow myself up, which is an unfortunate habit. Anyway, my brother's trying to take out the AI. He kicks a bomb, it misses, it cruises all the way around the stage to where I respawn and blew me up the minute I respawned as a ghost. You could not do it if you tried. Back to the action for a moment, you can't destroy those pillars from the top. I think the idea is that you have to bounce bombs off those pillars in the water. At least that's what they wanted you to do, I presume. I've never really done it that way. You can't kick bombs, you can't run off the side and get to the nearby land because you'll just fall in the water. Basically, you have to do a series of bomb jumps just over here. And by here, I mean in the top left corner. I just realised that as I was doing this, I pointed at the screen as if I was trying to show you what I was doing. Bit ridiculous. Anyway, there is a flare bird flying ahead. They fly high out of reach of your bombs. You'll have to defeat them when they swoop down like that. Because they're fire-based enemies, they can blow up your bombs. Anyway, while we're getting this sorted out, I can go back to my little stories. There have been so many amazing incidents in multiplayer with Bomberman 64. As I said, I cannot remember them all, but there are usually all sorts of bizarre shenanigans and great moments that will have both of us in hysterics, and that's pretty much what I like about Bomberman. The fact that while it may not necessarily be the most spectacular game in the world, it's always been fun. I've always had a lot of fun with it, and that's the most valuable thing for me when playing any game. It's not spectacular when you look at it compared to some of the other games that were out at the time, and it's kind of awkward given that it's Bomberman's first 3D foray. But all things considered, it's not too bad. I mean, it could have been a heck of a lot worse. And let's face it, you mostly play Bomberman for the multiplayer anyway. There are our power bombs. With that little fiasco out of the way, you can destroy that mesh. I think the idea was you were supposed to bounce the bombs over there, destroy the mesh, run around, grab the power bombs, and then walk up that little ramp we saw. But I did it the hard way. So we exit, and now we can go and pursue our gold cards. Those blue pillars we've seen, we will need the power bombs to destroy them. And I'm getting all sorts of interesting new angles while faffing around a little bit. It took me a long time to do this, longer than it should have. And I'm a little annoyed with myself because, as I keep mentioning, you do have to finish the game fairly quickly to get certain things. Anyway, those blue pillars over there, destroy them. with the standard power bomb for red gems. We can keep defeating our enemies. Now, I don't show absolutely everything we need to do in order to get the gold card for defeating 30 enemies. Just do that in your own time, basically. It's fairly easy to get because enemies will respawn a bit. Grab ourselves some gems. Not sure if I mentioned that, but 50 of them grants you a continue, and this switch slows down the water so you can move through that channel. And here's our first gold card. Blow up that. And easy get. Then we have to head all the way around. We don't want to go into that little sort of notch we saw. You can drop off that, but it's a warp to another area. That's where another gold card is, but go and get that one over there first. Also, standard power bombs will basically work like pumped bombs and destroy those pillars. Be very careful. Just head back along here and straight off that little notch there. You'll land safely and take the plunge. Took a little bit there. Anyway, our gold card is pretty much straight ahead of us. Now there's another element I want to discuss. Custom parts, you'll see the first of those here. Custom parts don't work on the Virtual Console as far as I know, because you need a memory card to save them, or the memory pack for the Nintendo 64 controllers. So now that I'm heading out, we can actually go and get the first gold card. The first custom part, sorry. These have different colours depending on which part of the body they're equipped to. I'll put that up on screen because I've temporarily forgotten. Anyway, when you get these, each level has a sort of theme to it, I believe. Green Garden's custom parts are the Dragon Mail set. You'll get a pretty funky dragon-themed outfit. Bomberman's quotes will change a little bit if he wins in battle mode wearing a custom outfit. Of course, creating your custom outfits, you can create all sorts of ridiculous things the more custom parts you get. And this has created one of the most integral elements of battle mode for me and my brother, the legendary Chicken Man. The origins of the chickens are many and varied, lost to the mists of time. Yes, we basically did wind up forgetting exactly how Chicken Man came to be. We've just clocked up 50 gems on screen, that gets us another continue. But basically, Chicken Man has been just part of Bomberman multiplayer for ages. An absolute mystery. There's our last gold card, but a lot of fun to play with. Now, the last custom part. I will not be collecting custom parts in these videos from this point on. Now, I kind of goofed up because there's a pillar that should be around there, which you can bomb jump to using a stack of pump bombs, a couple of stacks anyway. You can then throw some pump bombs down the gap between that pillar with the warp on top of it. I've just realised I'm pointing again. Why am I doing that? And then you can sort of jump over there and we can go and get our last custom part. Of course, I screwed up, but somehow I managed to align everything very well and get over there. You can basically go straight ahead. You will note that the shaded blocks you can actually destroy with bombs. If you do, you'll fall through the floor. There's our custom part. Now, of course, I wanted to see what was up there because I'd forgotten. So I decided I'd try and get up there, not realizing that that was where you warp out if you fall through the floor. So there are plenty of gems down there, but there's not much reason to go there. That's all for Untouchable Treasure. See you next time.